So you...
The first Underworld movie.
The second one was good. The second one was good.
Well, what I like about Twilight is it feels like my baby step into the horror genre, where it's like this is going to springboard a lot of people. You know, these Twilighters, whatever they're calling themselves, might move from Twilight into things like Stephen King.
They're not going to, though. They're 13-year-old girls.
Well,
they're worried. They're more worried about the guy's hair sticking 3 feet up in the air.
The movie and the book are different, man. And the book was a huge success, and not, it wasn't because...
And gay.
All right.
Even if a small percentage of this audience, because the audience for Twilight is so huge, even if a small percentage move on to support more things, like some of the horror-based comic books and horror-based writing and other movies, like that's really cool to me. I just have
trouble wrapping my brain around the concept of vampires that eat animals instead of people, and they go to high school for no apparent reason other than
the reason why Twilight is what it is because Entertainment Weekly this week or last week has a really interesting article about how the biggest audience for horror movies and horror-related stuff is actually women.
Horror film? So. Is it really? Yeah. Is that really a horror film though? I mean, I wouldn't classify Twilight
all across the board, like disproportionately. It's girls.
It's a love story.
You can do that to pretty much anything. I mean, it's a fine idea if you take the romance movie and you combine it with the horror movie, But
what's scary? I mean, horror to me it presents something scary. That gets me on the edge of my seat and makes me worried that I'm actually watching this movie.
Well, I agree with you. The
only thing that I worry about is the fact that vampires are glowing in the sun instead of dying and burning and catching fire.
I agree with you that it's more dark than it is horror, but it fits into the genre, and I understand why they did what they did, and I thought it was a perfectly enjoyable movie. I couldn't really get down with the books. I thought that Bella in the books is way too weak of a character. She's falling down and passing out all the time, and I thought in the movie that was. I mean, she still is fragile, but she's not.
No, I'm waiting for the third one because actually I know somebody that read all the books, and she said there's a lot of vampire sex in the third one. So I'm waiting for that one. That might be a good one. So
vampire loving is bad, but vampire loving is good.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Getting bit on your jugular because your cologne smells really good, bad.
Oh, I see now. You are taking your personal vampire hatred and applying it to the entire... All right.
Speaking of vampire, I'll call it vampire sadness. I did a big step today, guys. I actually got rid of HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, all my pay movie channels to save money each month. Which means I'm going to be missing out on Entourage and True Blood and Nurse Jackie. So
are you going to be saving $20? I mean,
it's really? $26, and then plus with a different package.
Worth it?
I mean, it ends up being $30-something I'm saving. Which I just got to be more frugal. That's one of those things that we never watch the movies, And if I can just wait until
you can get it now so quickly. You can get it on Hulu. Probably have it tomorrow.
Well, exactly. I figured there's routes I can go to just stream it and watch it if we want to do that. And I'm just trying to be a little bit smarter about the way I spend money. I've been wasting too much money, and in this climate, it's time to start doing that. So
So in other nonsense news, fucking getting rid of HBO, it's crazy talk, man.
Sorry, I don't care. HBO shows the same movies over and over and over again, and they're never really high quality.
They're good.
They're not that high quality.
Debatable.
But you lose your on demand, which I can never leave.
Well, I got DirecTV, so I don't get on demand anyway.
Yeah, they offer on demand with DirecTV. You just have to hook it up to the internet.
I don't think so.
Yes, they do. Look it up online, sir.
I don't think so.
Look it up online.
I think so.
But like I was saying when I was rudely interrupted with my great segue, because now it sucks.
Nice to see
Sam Raimi directing a movie based off World of Warcraft. WTF? What?
I still don't believe this, though. I mean, they're saying that it's confirmed, but I'll believe this when I actually see some clips of the movie. This, to me, sounds like the Peter Jackson.
But you know
Halo
it's going to be
project.
awesome if Sam Raimi did it. You know it's going to be awesome.
I'm sorry, if Peter Jackson can't get a Halo movie off of the ground...
It wasn't Peter Jackson, though. He was only going to be producing it.
He was doing a whole Halo project, though, so the Halo...
Which the director is now directing
District 9.
the movie District 9, which they were worried about him doing Halo because this is his first project. His main movie. So that's what it came down to. That's what the end-all, be-all was. They didn't want him to direct Halo because he was a beginner director. And so instead he's being produced to do District 9, and Peter Jackson's still sticking behind him on District 9. So maybe if he does good with District 9, which Oz, by the way, looks like a really kick-ass movie, then we might see a Halo movie.
Well, word came out from Peter Jackson at Comic-Con that he's not working on the Halo Chronicles or whatever project he was working on, which is the game-related side to the Halo movie. So that sounds to me more like the Halo movie's just totally, absolutely dead. And there's also word that Bungie is close to signing with someone for their first non-Halo-related IP since leaving Microsoft.
Which is going to be a PS3 exclusive, by the way. No, I'm just kidding.
Microsoft has... That's going to be interesting to see where Bungie ends up, what they end up making. I've got my fingers crossed for Bungie. I kind of worry about them, the reception for ODST. I'm excited about Halo 3 ODST, but I'm just not seeing that excitement working in the store I work at, which I'm hearing from all my other stores close by as well. So I'm worried that that Halo's just kind of
trickling off and dying.
Yeah,
I know. I'll be
not
buying
the same
it.
now. I think Gears of War taking its place.
Gears of War, by the way, sucks because glass falls out of the sky and kills you.
I like you.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
What do you got to tell us?
Tell you about what?
You got to tell us something about G.I. Joe.
I got to tell you how awesome G.I. Joe is, even though
Is G.I. Joe awesome?
It's a little dated now, but it's still great.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching they re-released the DVDs, so it's just like from 1983, 1984. So watch some of the old other ones over again, and I don't understand how. I mean, I guess I do because I was 5, but how I bought it, because no one ever. Cobra is this apparently huge terrorist organization.
Cobra Commander is awesome.
No, it's terrible. He's a horrible leader. He's like, no. And every week, every day, there's like new wacky stuff that Cobra's trying to do. They make this thing called the mass device, and apparently it can transport troops and any kind of troops and tanks and stuff to any point in the world, and then they could do whatever they want, which if you think about it is a terrifying weapon. But of course, they fuck it up, and they can't beat G.I. Joe, and then G.I. Joe, who also apparently has an unlimited budget, comes and throttles Cobra, and then Cobra's right back next week. They need to go and kill Cobra and make stuff.
I voted for Cobra for president 08.
You would.
He was actually running. He was Cobra Commander. He promised to kill us if I voted for him, a very swift death, and not make me suffer.
Cobra Commander Destro in 08. Is that what you're?
Yeah. I voted for him. Good times.
But it's DVD. But still, just going back to that, it still takes you back to our youth, or my youth, at least you were not born. It's great fun.
Make me feel so young.
Great fun.
Right, so where's it's like a lull right there.
What can you say?
He's like, it's good.
I thought Jimmy had more to say about G.I. Joe.
I know. I was waiting for him to say something like, go get it!
Well, it's lots of stuff to say, but I wrote a great review on our website, which you can go to.
So, was it a 3-star for everyone should buy it, or was it a 2-star for maybe you should buy it if you're a big G.I. Joe fan?
Yeah,
or is it just completely don't give it shit?
Well, they only charge like $20 for it, so that's.
So
I'm not going to buy it. So
I mean, it depends. Obviously, I did it first thing because.
And here, hold on 1 second. Let me get my watch. I give Frank 5 minutes to give us a 5-minute rundown of games.
Awesome. So this is a new segment. We're going to do 5 minutes talking real quick about some new stuff coming out, because lots of podcasts are going to be talking about 2 of these games, and one I just don't have a lot to say about. So first off, Wii Sports Resort came out today, which is Sunday while we were recording. So lots of you are probably already playing it now. But we got a demo of it in